Well, welcome. Great to see you. As a matter of fact, this is a great opportunity for the parishioners of our parish to see what's been going on here in the Keggi House. Now, we did acquire this rather elegant home from Dr. Keggi, and one of the things that we wanted to do, and the parish council was very concerned about, is retaining the integrity, the architectural integrity and aesthetics of this building. And I think that we have accomplished that very well. And I hope you can see that as we take a little tour of this building, that we have actually updated it, but we've retained all the fine architectural elements in this building so that we have made a statement by this. And someone came in here and said, oh, the statement has been made by our parish that we have perhaps the most beautiful office setting for the ministry of our parish, of any parish in the area, and I think that's true. And I hope that you will agree with that, and you will be able to see this as we go through all these rooms. So, would you like to come and take a quick tour of the inside? This door, by the way, you should kind of look at this door because it's kind of unique. And it's one of those, what they used to call it, it's a double door, a Dutch door where it splits in the middle, and you can open the top and open the bottom. It's a great door, and great meaning, you know, large. And just look at the hardware on the door. Isn't that terrific? And the door opens very wide, as you can see, right out into the front of this really elegant and very, very nice setting for us in this parish. So, coming into this door, one of the things that I wanted to have our parishioners encounter is an area that is peaceful, welcoming, has a certain sense of serenity, and they will be happy coming in here. And you might notice on the floor too that we have these rugs. Natural oak wood is very popular these days, so I wanted to retain that in our building. So these floors have all been kind of worked on. They're polyurethane. We're retaining that, and on top of this we have these semi-antique oriental rugs, which I got from a wholesale, and the reason why I got them is to make sure that, first of all, they match the decor of the house and the integrity, the architectural integrity of the house. At the same time, the parish has these as a resource. These can all be sold, and all the money that we put out for these rugs can be recaptured through the sale. Unlike a wall-to-wall carpeting situation where that's torn up, it's gone. So as you come in through that front door, what you see right here is kind of like a little plant garden, and along with that is a little fountain. The reason why I wanted to do that is when you come through the main door, a little bit of greenery sets the stage for what the house is about in terms of the peace of the house and the serenity and the welcoming of the house. And here we have, left of the Sacred Heart, these two statues here, by the way, were donated from a parishioner, and they're Balit china. And the little water coming down, the little stream coming down here on this fountain adds a certain nice calming touch to the house and to this conference room. This is our big conference room, as you can see from the table. We can have 20 people in here on a regular basis for our meetings, but this is not finished yet because right here on the bottom is going to go a gold inscription, whoever drinks the water I shall give will never thirst, from St. John. And that's going to be put on here in gold lettering to remind people of our own baptism. And that through baptism we encounter Jesus Christ and certainly His mother here. This table we got for $825, had it all refinished, then we put a glass top on it, and this is a very significant piece of furniture. To get it brand new would be cost a large amount of money, but for $825, we all thought it was a bargain. And look at how elegant it is, and look at how nice it goes in this room. And the finishing of the surface of it here is just terrific. This is a donated piece, again, from the Garthwaites. This happens to be something from my own collection. It's the Holy Family. And you can see Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and then Elizabeth and St. John the Baptist. And this particular piece is 18th century. And it was left to me in an estate from a priest whose parish I helped out. I helped him out, and he left it for me, and no better place to put it than right here. It's in the old directory that I'm in right now, but it's great for here. That cross on the wall here, by the way, is a cross that I'm the chaplain of the local Knights of Columbus Council, but when the Knights of Columbus celebrated their anniversary back in 1982, they put out a reproduction of a Carolingian cross from France. And that goes back to the 8th century, I believe, and I was gifted by the Supreme Knight with one of their crosses. So I thought we'd put it up here. So it's not a distorted cross. It's an historically accurate cross, even though it doesn't look like something out of the Middle Ages. This, by the way, is a picture of St. John of the Cross Church back in 1914. And it's an historical item for us to keep, but if you look at it, there's nothing around the church except the house behind St. John's right now. And everything is all open, all open field. And in here we didn't do too much to the kitchen, by the way, because I'm not sure what we should do with it or whether we should spend a lot of money on it. But this is an office building. It's not meant to, it's a parish house, it's not meant to be like a social center where we're putting on meals or anything like that, because you'd have to have a whole different type of kitchen. You got to follow different regulations. But this is for the staff, and so I just left it alone, and it looks out onto the backyard, onto the deck here. We just replaced, by the way, these 4 columns that had to be replaced, so I had a hard time getting those things out and replaced. The carpenter just finished them. I think they'll withstand the future because they're made out of synthetic material. They're not going to rot. No bugs can get at them like the others that we took out. And as you look out there to the garden, by the way, that garden, which was put together by Mrs. Keggi, offers us the opportunity to have like a prayer grove or a meditation space for people to go and during the day maybe quietly pray, commune with nature, appreciate God's presence in his nature and his beauty and his creation and in their life. So it's just another thing that we can do for the people here. So these 2 bathrooms were put in. We have a handicap. We have to do all the handicap regulations for here. So we put in a brand new handicap bathroom. The whole thing had to be torn out. We had to put in new support beams. We got it open, found out that the beams were not sufficient. So we tore this open. We had to put in a new floor here because the floor was rotted, and put in new tile, put in the new vanity here. And when dealing with an old house, these things inevitably crop up. You think things look good, you open them up, more work. But we met each challenge. It took a long time. I had a lot of sleepless nights, caused a lot of stress in my life, but we're pretty much at the point of having it finished, at least on the inside. And you'll see the outside needs some work. We're still working on that now, the landscaping, but the inside is basically ready to serve the needs of our parishioners. So over here is our Religious Education Director's office. Many of you may have already been in here because you've been registering your children for our religious education classes. Annette Williams has her office in here. She's got a great office. She can look out onto the backyard too. And again, this has all been set up to assist her. These fireplaces, by the way, are all working fireplaces. Not that we're going to be using them, but we have to think about the heat in the winter, how we're going to look at cutting down the cost of heating the building, and perhaps even doing some air conditioning in the summer. So why don't you come through here and let's look at the second floor.